Oh, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to all of you. Looking forward to sharing this word with you, and I hope you're going to be blessed by what we have to share. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I hope you are. And yes, just inviting a few people to connect with me on here, and hopefully gonna have some folk come on and join us today. Let's see. I won't invite everybody. I'll just send an invitation to a few people. I see a couple of you are already on. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. All right, so that's good. Okay, Pastor Cox, how you doing, sir? Hey, Yvette, how you doing? I don't think we've spoken this year, so happy New Year to you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Cynthia, thank you for joining. All right, well, you have a great day at work and prosperous. I hope you prosper well today. I'm on to talk about my new book, and I just want to kind of share some of the book with you. I'm hoping that you're going to get a copy, but even if you don't, good morning, Cynthia. I just want to share. This book actually speaks about a revolution of Watchmen. That's what it's called, the Watchmen Revolution. And a revolution is a significant change, sometimes a sudden change. Sometimes it involves warfare and bloodshed, but we're talking about a spiritual revolution, so our weapons are not carnal. We don't fight with guns. We don't fight with weapons. We don't fight to destroy. The only thing we're interested in destroying, of course, is the principalities of Satan. And this book really is written, and I share it. It was a collaboration with Apostle Terrence Frederick, who is a phenomenal apostolic teacher, apostle teacher, and he has some incredible revelation about the priesthood and about really walking as priests and kings in the earth. And so it's an honor for me to have partnered with this incredible apostle to bring forth and birth this book. All right. So as we talk about, I want to talk today from chapter 1. I won't be on very long, but I want to talk today about the unveiling of the Watchman. This is one of the chapters that I've written, and so I'll be sharing the part of the book that I wrote. I may share some from Apostle Terrence's chapters as well. But the unveiling of the watchman, okay, it's important that we understand how does a watchman function, okay? Now, a watchman is one who sees, one who inspects, one who stands guard. A modern-day watchman would be a security officer, a police officer, an investigator. Okay, but there's another revelation, and the thing about revelation is we see in part, and so nobody has all the revelation. Okay, The revelation that's given to me is a part. The revelation given to Apostle Terrence is a part. And together the parts are arranged to give more understanding. But I know that the Lord even has more revelation in other watchmen as well to share. So in the unveiling of the watchman, I look at an instance in the scriptures, 2 Samuel 18, and it talks about David who is sitting between the gates. And I share from a prophetic perspective what that means, what that looks like. Because what we see in this chapter is we see the connection between the king and the watchman. David is the king. David has a watchman. David has a watchman who is on top of the roof, and he's watching the landscape. He's watching for the arrival of someone to come and give them news. Y'all forgive me. I've been up a couple hours now, and the watchman is watching for the news about the battle that involved David's son Absalom. Okay. So in the midst of this, unfortunately, the news came, and David's son Absalom was killed. But as I looked at this passage, as it relates to the unveiling of the watchman, this is what I saw concerning the watchman. I saw the watchman on the roof, which is a picture of prosperity. You know what prosperity is? When a watchman prospers, it means that he has come to a place of vision. Every watchman has vision. The prophet Habakkuk says, I will stand on my watch to see what God is saying. So when a watchman stands, when a watchman is on the roof, he's in a place of seeing. He's in a place of vision. He's in a place of prosperity. It's very hard. It's very hard to not prosper when you have vision. Matter of fact, vision is what prospers you. Because the word prosper means to advance, it means to succeed and to go forward. And you can't go forward without a vision. So if you have a vision, and if you have the ability to see into the future, and you have the ability to create what you're seeing, then you are prosperous. Okay, prosperous people, a prosperous watchman is one who has vision. So he's standing, so the watchman is standing on the roof, and he's seeing more. Now, David is sitting between the two gates, which is very prophetic because the gate represents business. It represents interaction, okay? But when we see the two of them coming together, David the king is sitting between the two gates, and the watchman is on the roof. So David is administrating. The two gates represents government and marketplace. And David is the administrator of both of these gates. But he has a watchman, one who has vision. A watchman is very valuable in business. Okay, I was with Apostle Demetrius Stevenson last night for his midweek service, and he gave an incredible word about the game changer. 2017 is the year of the game changer, and he was talking about how everybody needs a prophetic voice. Now, when you are a watchman, you are one who operates prophetically. You see what others don't see. You have a wider vision into a wider realm. Okay? Your vision is larger than the average person. So a watchman is one who sees while the king sits. while the king is administrating between marketplace and government, the watchman is on the roof and he's viewing what's coming. He's the counselor to the king. He's the advisor to the king. Okay, God is raising up watchmen in this revolution. This is prophetically. God is raising up watchmen and setting them in strategic places to be counselors to kings, to be counselors to those who have influence in the marketplace and in government. God is raising up watchmen who he has given vision. Listen, there's a lot of opportunities if you are a watchman and you are a person of vision. God doesn't just want you in church. God wants you in business. God wants you in education. God wants you in every sphere of society. God wants you giving counsel to kings. All right? And so that's all I got to share today. That's all I got to share for today. Go to my website. There's a free excerpt. You can read that excerpt about the book, and then at the bottom of that excerpt, there's a link where you can go and purchase the book. It's an ebook. It's going to be a paperback because Apostle Terrence is really desirous to produce produce it in paperback. So I'm sure before the month we're going to have a paperback version of the book. Okay, so thank you for joining us today. Have a blessed day.